welcome to Miss Julie's Montessori Minutes. I'm Miss Julie, here in my Montessori classroom to talk to you about a phrase teachers and parents and other adults commonly say to young children, why it's a problem, and what to say instead. I want you to imagine that you find yourself lying on the ground. You've been injured. Imagine you're a little bit embarrassed by the fact that you fell. Think about what you'd be wanting from the other people surrounding you in that moment. Or imagine that you just got in a fight with your brother or sister and you're really upset and you go to a trusted friend. Imagine what you want that friend to say to you in that moment. Or imagine that you just said goodbye to someone who's really important to you and you're not sure when you're going to get to see that person again. How would you be feeling? And how would you want the people around you to respond? Well, when I think of those situations, I'm thinking I might be sad, I might be frightened, I might be a little worried, my feelings might be hurt, I might be distressed, I might not be feeling that confident. And what would I want from the people around me when I'm feeling that way? Well, what I wouldn't want from the people I love is for them to say, you're okay. Because if I'm feeling distressed, if I'm feeling worried, if I'm feeling lonely, if I'm feeling sad, if I'm feeling embarrassed, I'm not okay. And yet, many well-meaning adults, in an attempt to comfort the child, will scoop them up, pat them on the back, and say, you're okay. The first problem with that statement to a distressed child is it's a lie. It's not the truth. They're not okay. So we're lying to the child that they're okay. The second problem is that we're not validating the child's emotion. In fact, we're kind of gaslighting them when they're feeling upset and they're having this reaction to whatever happened, and we're acting as if we're experiencing this other reality by saying you're okay. And a third related problem is that it makes us appear kind of clueless, that even though the child is crying out, even though the child is distressed, we don't get what they're feeling. And so it sends the message that we don't get what their emotions mean. We don't get what their words mean, or the sounds they're making, or the tears running down their face. Like, we're kind of clueless. And what a child needs in that moment is an adult who understands what they're going through and why they're upset, who cares and acknowledges that the child has a right to feel that way and can trust their own reasons for feeling that way and not have the adult superimposing their own beliefs about the situation on the child. And they need to be comforted. And that is the reason people say you're okay, because they're trying to comfort the child. But you can see that actual phrase isn't very comforting and isn't very helpful and isn't true. So how do we comfort the child? How do we show them that we care about their emotions? How do we validate their feelings? And how do we also give them perspective about what happened? So I'd like to offer some of my favorite phrases I use as I'm comforting and tending to a child, whether they have hurt feelings or whether they have a hurt body. Are you hurt? Is your body hurt? And and they'll point to it, and then we'll show them how to assess their injury. We'll say, oh, let's take a look. Let's see if you're bleeding. Let's see if you're just dirty, and guide them through the process of figuring out whether they have an injury. And then, of course, if there is an injury, we'll help them with first aid. And if not, we'll say, oh, look, I don't see an injury. It looks like you don't have an injury, and show them and acknowledge that it still might hurt for a while. Is there anything I can do for you? And at my school, we have ice packs around, and they like to get them out for each other when someone's hurt. In fact, some years, even if someone missed their mom, friends would bring them an ice pack. It was just like the ice pack became this comforting thing. So a phrase like, I see you're not injured. I think that you're going to live to tell the story. Or even, I think you will be okay, but not you are okay. So while you're comforting them, with a touch or with a tissue or first aid, you can say to them, you're safe now. If the child is sad because they're missing someone, children live in the present moment. They don't have a perspective of time when their loved one's coming back. So Sure, you can start to teach them about time, like your mom will be back after lunch or so, but you can also just reassure them, I'll take care of you, or we'll take care of you, or I'll help you get what you need, or if you need a hug, I'm here for you, rather than telling them they're okay. So basically what we're trying to accomplish here is helping them assess for themselves whether they're okay, giving them the comfort that they need to be able to process their emotions and to feel secure and cared for again, and to know that they can count on the adults in the environment to also be concerned about their feelings and to help them get what they need to cope with those feelings and process those feelings. So after comforting the child with first aid and acknowledging their feelings, words we can offer that are true and helpful include, I don't see any injuries, I think you'll live to tell the story, I'll take care of you, or we'll take care of you, and if there's anything you need, we can help you with that. Those are just a few examples of what to say instead of you're okay. And if you've been saying you're okay, it's never too late to start new habits. Probably the reason you're saying you're okay is because so many people do say you're okay, and probably people said it to you when you were young. But we can come up with other creative, true, helpful phrases. So do let me know, please, in the comments if you have any comments besides you're okay that you like to use with the toddlers in your life when they're feeling distressed. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the comments. Take care.